Hey guys, it's RebeccaLynOberstadt. In today's video, I figured I would do kind of like a chatty get ready with me. I am testing out some products that just came in today from Ipsy. So I have a Pixie by Petra Silky Eye Pen in the shade Matte Mulberry. I just put this on before I started filming. This is the H2O Hydration Oasis Refreshing Gel Moisturizer. Comes out like a blue, almost looks like toothpaste. And I have a brush from MOTD. It's a Packer Pigment Small Shader Brush that I plan on using. And to finish it off, I guess I will use this Luminous Dewy Skin Mist from Tatcha. And then, you know, after all of that, I'm going to use my Innisfree daily sunscreens because I have to go vote. And my friend called me a little bit ago, and her husband's in the hospital, so she asked if I'd come over and hang with her. And I'm going to be working with the Nomad Cosmetics Marrakesh palette, and I figured we could try this like Naturally Nude NN03 from Naked Cosmetics. It's a loose pigment, and I will be wearing a face mask, so I will be doing brows and eyes, which is why you're zoomed in, and that is it. I might put some highlighter on, and I French braided my hair, but because my little baby hairs beat the shit out of me when I am riding down the road on the motorcycle, I decided to put a headband on and see if that helps, because I had somebody tell me that because I wasn't black, I wasn't supposed to wear a do-rag. Regina laughed. She's like, girl, tell me next time you get somebody that's stupid like that. All right, I'm going to start off with the liner. I think I'm going to put this in my waterline, and then we'll see what color this is to determine which one of these shades I use. So we'll do the liner first. Not very dark. Oh, buddy, did it transfer? Like, pretty bad it transferred. It's amazing what just a liner will do. Alright, so since it's like a brownish red color, I'm going to go in with a Vasanti eye brush, and I'm going to go into this Persian Rose shade. We're going to start with this, and I'll be doing the same look on both eyes, you know. I don't need to be mismatchy today, not that it really matters to Regina what the hell I put on my face. She messaged me at like 6 o'clock this morning on Facebook instead of texting me, and I didn't see it until I got up this morning. And I messaged her right back, but then she didn't message me for hours, so I got working on editing a video that was 10 looks, 1 palette. Told her as soon as I got that done, I'd be out to see her. And this is a satin shade, just so you know. This is not a matte. I knew this was not a matte shade when I dug into it. But I love the way that these Nomad matte shades look on the eye, no matter where I put them. And they just came out with a new palette for the Orient Express, and I can't wait to save up to buy it. It is a little bit more expensive than these little guys, but it has more shades in it, and it's really pretty. And you can use code, it's Rebecca or Rebecca10 to save money off, and I don't earn any commission off of that code. And I don't get PR from the brand, so I didn't get the palette. But I have no problem using the products I bought because I like them. I don't understand why people don't like satin shades. I understand it's shiny, but if you put a really nice metallic with it, it's not like it's going to make a big difference. And I'm leaving my lid space open for a reason. I want to see, I can't remember what shade this is. Oh, yeah. It didn't even show up on my hand. Let me try that again. It's like a highlighting champagne-ish rose. I don't know. It's like a pinky champagne color. There you go. So to keep this on my eyelid as I ride down the road at 50 whatever miles per hour I decide to go, it's 55 when I first get on the main road, then I got to stop and vote, then I got to get on the highway for a minute. So I'm going to use some glitter glue on my eyes. This is the BH Base Booster. And I'm putting it all over my lid. I'm going to do that to the other side. It comes out white, but it blends into the skin that translucent, so you don't have to worry about it looking funny on other skin tones. Alright, now taking that new MOTD brush, I'm going to dip in and then tap it in the lid to like press the shadow into the brush. And I am loading both sides of the brush, so I don't have to keep dipping back in every time. Which is also why you keep seeing me flip the brush over. I'm just using whatever product is in the lid to load the brush each time. I tell you what, if I actually had somewhere to go, I would throw some black liner on my waterline instead of the mauve and some lashes on, and then I'd call it a day. I think I'm going to go into this St. Aubergine shade right here, which is a little bit darker than that Persian Rose, just to add some dimension out here. And then color switch, and then I'm going back into the Persian Rose shade to go up above. And then I'm going into the top light shade right here with brow bone. I thought it was matte. It kind of looks more of a satin on my brow bone, which is perfectly okay with me. Now to do my brows. So I guess this morning, Regina's husband, they were, sleeping, and she said at 4:30 this morning, he got up out of bed and he went to run to the bathroom, which is basically right across the hall from their bedroom. And she said by the time he got to the bathroom door, he was puking all over the place. And he is, his birthday's in like 2 weeks. He has a lot of heart problems. If you guys remember, I talked about Regina in another video like months ago about how they went to the dollar store and he was wearing a bandana because he had just gotten out of the hospital from open heart surgery. And she was in her work uniform, said manager, name tag, the whole nine, and she didn't have a mask on, but he did. He's white, she's black. And the dollar store called the cops on them. And this was at the beginning of the lovely COVID stuff. And they called the cops on her and had her trespass because they accused her of trying to rob the place. I'm like, dude, you're in your work uniform. It says manager and your name. The battery died. So it says manager on her name tag as well as her name. She was still in her work uniform because she came home from work, picked her husband up because they share a vehicle. And then they went to the local Dollar General to do, like regular grocery shopping stuff that they do for the week. And so she didn't have a mask on, nothing. He did. And they called the cops and had them trespassed from the dollar store. And, you know, of course, they escorted her out. They made a big deal. They were waiting to pay for their groceries. So they had already been in the store. They had already picked out their items, whatever. And then they were at the checkout, and the clerk told them to get the F out the store. And her husband said, as soon as I pay for my groceries, we will. And then that's when the employee got all uppity and accused them of stealing, and it just kind of went downhill from there. They called the cops, and so anyways, so if you guys remember me telling that story, that's the same Regina, and I was just at her daughter's 22nd birthday party this past weekend. First time I'd seen humans other than my family in like months. Walmart doesn't count. I'm only there long enough to pick up groceries, throw them in the trunk, and then leave. I think I'm going to do a black simple line on my upper lash line. So anyway, so her husband has heart conditions. He is diabetic. He has high blood pressure. And he already had COVID stuff already. So it's not that related. He actually picked up that stuff in the hospital for treatment. He ended up getting the virus. That's why we call our local hospital slaughtermen. They kill more people than they cure. That line got way out of hand. It was a little thicker than I wanted, but that's okay. So anyways, so she ended up calling the paramedics and having him carted off to the hospital at 4:30 this morning. His blood sugar was in the toilet. His heart rate was through the roof. He was having problems breathing. So when I talked to her 2 hours ago, because I was still working, she just didn't want to be at the house alone, and I understand that. But she also understands I work from home. I have stuff I've got to get done. I can't always drop everything and just walk out the door. And I have another bag. I have an Ipsy bag video I have to film right after this. So, and she understands that, but I'll probably end up spending the majority of the rest of the day over at her house. All right. Oh, I was like, what am I missing? Mascara. Oh, I probably ought to do this first. This is the, I'll wait on the Tatcha spray. This is the Innisfree Daily Defense Sunscreen. I got this through Octoly, and it has a slight yellow hint to it. That's probably way too much. It has a very light sunscreen fragrance. And yes, I sunscreen my neck. You know, the sun hits the back of my neck too. The sun will see more of my neck, the back of my neck, than anything else. It'll see my forehead and it'll see the back of my neck. I get my ears just in case, because you never know. But it dries down really nice, and it's not greasy. It doesn't feel like sticky or anything. It's not tacky. It's a very, very light fragrance. It's not like, you know how most sunscreens like super stink? This one doesn't, thankfully. All right, now we can do mascara. Pray I don't decorate my face. Look at the difference in the one eye just with mascara on. And I did an acid peel like 2 days ago. So I've got a bunch of like breakouts and stuff all over my face. Now, if I was gonna do anything else, I would have put like highlighter on my forehead, but honestly, I'm not even gonna bother with it. This I will wait to try out another time. So basically we just used the brush and the liner from the Ipsy bag. So this is my face. I will throw on like some lip balm, and then, you know, that'll be it. So this is the eye look. And I'm gonna really quick film the other video, and then I will head out. So I will see you guys in another video very soon. Have a fabulous day or night wherever you are. And if you leave your house, wear your mask. That's all I'm asking. Bye.